In today's video, we're going to talk about why you should stop sending email newsletters.
Welcome to Let's Rethink Business, presented by Dale Beaumont and brought to you by businessblueprint.com.
Now, there are many business owners out there that send email newsletters. This is where they have a whole bunch of text in an email. Perhaps it's 3 or 4 articles, and if you click on the email, it scrolls down and down and down. There's a whole lot of information trapped in the body of an email. Now, I think that these are a bad idea, and there's not just one reason why. There's in fact 5, and I'm now going to share them with you. So if you're doing them, how you can do them but differently to get a much better result. Number 1, attention span. You're only going to use your logic to think about what are people's attention spans like when they're clearing their emails. You've got around about this much of their time because all they're thinking to themselves is, how fast can I delete you? So if they go open an email and they see a long article or they see several long articles, then they're going to go, it's too hard work, and they're not going to bother. They're simply going to click the delete button. However, if they open an email from you and there's a short text and there is a link where they can go and get more information, and you do a really good job in selling the sizzle and not the steak and encourage them to click on the link, then what happens is they click on the link, they go to your website, and then their mental frame of mind changes to, I'm deleting emails, to now I'm surfing the web. And a person will spend a whole lot more time on a website than what they will in email. You've probably even had this happen to yourself before as well, whereby you're kind of doing something online and 3 or 4 hours go by and you go, oh, what was I doing before? Oh yeah, that's right, I was clearing my emails. All of a sudden you've got distracted, and that's what you need to be doing with your emails. You want to making sure that you're getting people out of email onto a website. That way they forget about what they were doing and they focus on you and your message. Number 2, training your customers. Now, if you're selling any type of products or services on the web, and hopefully if you're not now, you will be in the future, that only can take place on a website. You can't actually sell anything through an actual email, even though technically you can embed fields in an email where people can put in their credit card details and it can get processed. It's not actually allowed because it's not a secure environment. And so that's why you have to train people to go to your website, because if they just consume your information in email all the time, they'll never go to your website, and then if they never learn to go to your website, you're never actually going to be making any sales online. So what you need to start doing is training your customers, go to the website, go to the website, go to the website, which is where they're going to get all of your content and information, not in the body of an email. Number 3, content for Google. A lot of business owners spend hours or sometimes even days writing these wonderful, beautiful emails. But all that happens is they get stuck in email and they never actually get indexed by the search engines. So what I'd encourage you to do instead is to take that content and to put it onto your website. There's an old saying, and that is that today's news is tomorrow's chip wrapping, and it's the same when it comes to email newsletters. People get benefit on that day, but it does nothing to serve you into the future. But when you take that information and you put it onto your website, and Google then indexes that content and puts it into its search engine, when people are searching for that content in a week, in a month, in a year, in 5 years or 10 years time, then they can find your information. And what ends up happening, you get this beautiful long tail effect. You may be able to attract 5 new visitors every single day as a result of that content. If it was in email, no one would ever find it. If it's on your web and you're getting 5 new searches per day, calculate that over a month and a year, it's a lot of extra traffic coming to your website. Number 4, it boosts your website rankings. To further expand on Google and the Google algorithm, some other things that Google looks for is the number of pages that you have on your website, also the amount of time that people spend on your website, and thirdly, the amount of return visitors, the people that come back to your website again and again. Now, if you've got content and you have it all in your email, then people aren't going to go to your website, you're not going to have any pages on there, and you're not going to have any return visitors. By putting it on your website though, you kill 3 birds with 1 stone. You're adding more content to your website, which shows Google that your website is important, and more people are spending time on your website because they're going to be consuming your content there as opposed to email, and you're having a lot more return visitors. That's people coming back to your website website again and again. What this will do, it'll give your website a big lift in the search engine results, because it's showing Google that you've got a very powerful website once you do those things. You can't do it with an email newsletter, but if you take it and put it on your website, then you achieve all of those wonderful benefits. Number 5, no multimedia restrictions. Now, if you're writing big long emails, that could be a challenge, because oftentimes spam filters will block certain emails if they contain certain words. Words like money back guarantee, or you might have a word like incredible deal, or something like try before you buy, or a whole bunch of other words like that. They always change all the time, so you can do a Google search and find what are the words that trigger spam filters. But if your emails go on and on, it's more of a chance that you're going to use these type of words, and your emails could be completely blocked by the search engines. Those restrictions exist in email, but they of course don't exist on the web. When you have your content on your website, you can feel free to say whatever you want to say, and you can use the best words that are going to generate the best results in leading people to buy your product or service. The other thing you're not restricted by is in relation to videos and audios. Now, you can't really conveniently embed videos into emails. There's a few different services out there, but a lot of them are very problematic, and they only work with certain types of email programs and not others. So you can't reliably put videos and audios and embed them into emails. The only way to really do it is on your website. And we know now that video is such a great way in order to engage your customers and sell more of your products and services. And so you can't do that in email, but you can do that on the web. Once you have that content and you put it on your website, again, it'll increase the amount of time that people are spending on your website, which will also increase your overall search engine rankings. In summary, so to sum things up, having an email newsletter is like a flash in the pan. It benefits you on that one day that you send the email, but it does nothing to serve you into the future. So instead, what I recommend that you do is to take all of your wonderful content that you have prepared and take it and put it on a blog that lives on your website. And then still send your email. In fact, now you might want to send emails more often, which will be a really good thing, with short emails with then links to tell people to go to your website where they can get all the information. Like I said, there are so many benefits, like having no multimedia restrictions, helping to boost your rankings within the search engines. You're also training people to go to your website, which is very, very important. And also, you take advantage of people's extended attention spans. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. These are really important points if you want to grow your successful business. Now, all you need to do is put them into practice. Now, before we close, I'd love to know what you think. Please leave me your comment in the comment section just below this video. If you enjoyed it, click the like button and then share it with other business owners that you know. And like always, head to businessblueprint.com, because that's where you can subscribe to receive a whole lot of other additional videos just like this, covering a range of different topics to grow your business. And there's also a whole bunch of free resources there as well. Look forward to seeing you there. Bye for now.